Welcome back to the John Mendola Show here on WILK 1012 in the morning. Continuing the conversation here, the West Scranton girls soccer team are live in studio with us. Their head coach, Jim Cook, is with us. And Jim, welcome into the show today.
Hey, thank you.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the girls, and getting some wins this year feels pretty darn good. Talk about the Lady Invaders.
Yeah, it's been a while. You know, we had some struggles early on in my career, at least coaching. I've been coaching now for 18 years. This is my 18th season, and we've had a lot of success in the past. Haven't had that recent success. So now with this group of girls, they're coming on, very talented group. They're hanging together, playing together, really, really tough. A lot of individual talent. So moving down division helps, and you know, us having a better team than we've had in recent years really has helped, and they've gotten their first win in the past 4 years, so they were really excited about that, and it's actually propelled them to practice harder and look for more.
We got a bunch of seniors we're going to talk to here in this first segment. Let's talk about their leadership and what they've done to kind of just keep staying after it and saying we want to get a win.
You know, a lot of the girls, you know, we have our practices every day, and every time I'm going to having a practice, I would hold the practice for 2 hours, you know, and say we're going to get here at 4:30, we're going to practice till 6:30. Those summer hours, it stays light out. These girls would stay. We'd be practicing till 8 o'clock, you know, and my wife is always saying, you know, coming home, well, I'm almost like a divorced wife during soccer season because you're spending so many hours out there, but they want to keep going. They want to, well, what am I doing wrong? How could I get better? So they're pushing themselves. I get there, they're practicing. Days we don't have practice, these girls are out on their own doing things. They just love to play the game.
Well, we got a bunch of young ladies to talk to, so tell us about who's up first.
Natalia Martinez is one of our, you know, she came out the first year that she ended up playing and was just a phenomenal athlete, extremely quick, aggressive, picked up on things really quick, always wanted to keep going and learning. As captain 2 years in a row, and just, you know, one of the defensive standpoints that we have, you know, really strong center fullback position, tries 110% every time, every practice. She, you know, only has 2 gears. It's either 0 or 110.
Well, that's what you like to hear. Somebody who's all in or not. Let's welcome in Natalia Martinez here on the John Mendola Show. And Natalia, let's talk a little bit about your energy, what you bring to the table there at West Scranton.
Hello. Well, you know, we're just we come to practice every day.
You're working on them, is what you're saying. I'm guessing, right?
So
you gotta coach them up a little bit sometimes as a senior.
Yeah, we just pump them up every day they're there, and we just try to make it fun for them.
You're involved in a couple sports, track and field as well, and you've done some volleyball. What do you like about all the sports that you've done?
I really like the teamwork, even though for track and field we don't use as a team, but all the girls, they get together and we get each other up, and like we just do the sport.
You're involved in a lot of different activities at school, the Red Cross, mock trial, speech and debate, the Spanish club, the art club, a pride team. Talk about being so busy and being able to manage your time.
It's tough. It's definitely tough, but, you know, you just make it work. You're just trying to make the best time in your high school career, so I'm just trying to make it work.
Doing a heck of a job in the classroom. Talk about math and history, a couple of your favorite subjects.
Yeah. Well, I finished my history credits already like 2 years ago, but then I just came back with it, and I already have extra credits on that.
And you want to go to college, you're not real sure what you want to study, but as far as stay close to home, travel a little bit, did you think about that part yet?
I definitely want to stay close to home as of now, but I don't know, it might change in a couple of days. Definitely.
Let's talk about some inspirations in your life, your mom and your coach.
Definitely my mom is the first one. She always pushes me to be best and be on time and be respectful, responsible. And Cook, my coach, always pushes me to do better and always brings us together and, yeah, hopes for the best.
All right. Well, we wish you the best of luck, Natalia. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right, Jim Cook, let's get over to you again. And we have another young lady to talk to, and Sidney Hazleton. Tell us a little about what Sidney brings.
Sidney is one of those girls, yeah, she's like the mom on the field. She is always in control. You hear the referees that come tell you all the time, it's like having a second coach. It's like having a coach there on the field. She knows exactly where to go with the ball, where it should get to be, you know, where other people should be in position. She's, you know, that captain, that leader that's out on the field helping to direct the ship. You know, it's great to have her on the field, and, you know, kind of keeps people in position, keeps people going in the right places.
All right, Sidney Hazleton, welcome into the show today. You're a senior at West Scranton. How much fun are you having with this group of girls?
I always love being with them. They always bring smiles to my face, and I always have fun with them.
Let's talk about the position on the field, center, mid, some of your responsibilities. One thing for sure is there's a whole lot of running in that.
Yeah.
How about some teammates around you? Who makes you better?
Paola Torres, Natalia, Alejandra, Jordan.
And you come from a big family, so take us through your siblings and what they're up to right now.
I have 2 sisters and a brother, Courtney and Samantha, and then my brother is Nathan. They're always there for me.
And you guys, of course, a big family. Nice to see. Let's talk about your class rank. You've got a 96 average, so you're doing a great job in the classroom. What is it about being a good student? Who pushes that for you to kind of make sure that you're all lined up?
Definitely my teachers and my mom. They're always pushing me to do my homework and get good grades.
Scranton High School, a good rivalry team. I always like going against them, and it doesn't matter what the sport is. Let's talk about life after high school. What are you thinking about at the next step for you?
I definitely want to go to college, but I'm not sure where or what I want to major in.
And I see you also do some swimming.
Yes.
And what do you like about swimming, and what events do you compete in?
I compete in the 100 free and the 100 back, and it's always fun to do, surrounding myself with my friends and my team.
All right, Sidney. Well, nice to meet you today, and continued success there with West Scranton.
Thank you.
All right, Sidney Hazleton there from the West Scranton Lady Invaders. Let's get back over to Coach Cook. And, Coach, one more young lady here in this segment, and tell us who we have next.
This is Alejandra. She's one of the players that had come out a couple of years ago. She's never one to hold back from 2 years ago when she first came out from the team. Coach, you really didn't play me 2 years ago. Always coming in and just tried and worked. From a girl who came out just with the will to go ahead and to learn and to do better at the sport, to now being able to kick the ball, play the position, could strike from anywhere on the field. So she's gotten a lot better, put up the work into it. One of the characters on our team, so always brings a smile and always out there.
All right, I always love the characters. Alejandro Otero here on the John Mendola Show, and welcome in today. It's your senior year, so talk a little bit about your leadership. What do you do to kind of be a leader on this team?
I cheer people up. I make them forget about why they're upset when we come on the field. It's something different. They would just forget about it and just be happy and play.
Track and field and basketball, a couple other sports that you're involved with as well there at West Scranton?
Yeah, not West Scranton. I went actually in La Petra in Puerto Rico. I played basketball.
Okay.
But in West I do track and field.
Talk about your experience from Puerto Rico to here. What's it been like for you to be at West Scranton?
It's been fun. There's not really much of a change. It's not really a shy person, so I make a lot of friends.
You got a big family, so talk about some of your siblings.
Okay, I have 2 sisters, Alexandra Otero and Paola Torres, and I have 2 brothers, Alex Villanueva and Jadiel Otero.
And let's talk about life after high school. Did you think about what could be next for you?
I'm not really sure. I did want to be a neonatal nurse, but I'm just really unsure right now.
All right. Well, hey, that's a good field, and you never know if that'll go down that road. Let's talk about your mom and dad and what you're thinking about there.
Well, my dad really pushes me. He helps a lot. I go to him for advice. I don't really see anybody else. He knows exactly what to say. My mom, she just get it, or it's either you get it or just leave it. So she would push me to where I'm comfortable, after my spot.
And do I see that you wrote your grandma down too?
Yes, I love my grandma. My grandma just tells me the honest truth, whether I like it or not. So yeah, I love her.
Well, Alejandra, we appreciate you coming in today. Great to hear your story, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, the West Scranton Lady Invaders soccer team here on the John Mendola Show will continue the conversation. 3 more girls to get to. Lackawanna Trail football, North Pocono football, all coming up here on the way. Let's head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Melissa Walter. Break like a good neighbor. Melissa Walter of the Back Mountain is there. We'll be back on WILK. Welcome back to the John Mendola Show, WILK, 10:27 in the morning. Follow us on YouTube. Live college football today, Wilkes University, Misericordia University. Subscribe to us on the John Mendola Show. Follow us on Twitter at John Mendola Show. Like us on Facebook. Of course, we're on Instagram as well. It is the John Mendola Show. We thank you so much. I want to thank our friends at Mendocino's Pizzeria, located in Daleville. Continuing the conversation with the West Scranton girls soccer team and Coach Cook. And Coach, welcome back in. We got 3 more young ladies to get to today, and continuing here with Yasmin Ramirez. So tell us a little bit about what Yasmin brings.
Yasmin's one of those girls that, out on the field, she instinctually just gets things. She understands where to go with the ball. Right after her coming out 2 years ago when she first came out for the team, is one of those girls who goes ahead. She gives 100% on the practice field, always wanted to learn and get better. And then when those little things that you can't teach, the timing of runs, where to go with the ball next, she really gets.
Great to hear, of course. And Yasmin, welcome into the show this morning. First thing that stands out here your junior year is you're running for class president.
Yes, I am running for class president. I'm really excited, actually, because if I'm class president this year, I'll be it next year as well. And I'm just really excited for what this year has to bring me.
Now, when will the voting take place for class president? Is it upcoming in the next couple of months here? Or?
No, it's actually next week. I think voting will take place on Friday. So
we got a week to kind of saturate social media, whatever we're doing, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, Yasmin Ramirez, if you're a West Scranton invader, vote for her for junior for the class president. Well, let's talk about your position on the field, outside midfield. Talk about what you're able to do.
Well, the first thing that I learned was to always stay even with the ball. And this year, I finally feel like we as a team are doing a lot better than previous years. Being outside mid is a lot of running, but I got conditioned really well because of wrestling and cross country that I did previous years before that. So
you are a diverse athlete, diving, track and field, and wrestling. So talk a little bit about how you've tried them all or what you like about each of them.
Well, I always like trying new things. Wrestling, it conditioned me very well. Like it's something different because it's an all-boys team and I'm the only female on there. For diving, it was a lot of fun because it's not really like swim where you have to swim and get conditioned, but like it's all mental. So that was something very different that I had to learn. What else?
Track and field. What events you do there?
Oh, well, I've been doing track and field since I was in 7th grade. I used to run hurdles, but I started doing more of distance to help me with soccer and to, have that.
You're involved with some stuff in school, outside of school. Talk about some fun things you like to do outside of sports.
Yeah, well, I'm really active with my church, which is St. John Newman Parish. I love doing community service in my community, and I would always help. We helped at the soup kitchen this year, independent living homes near Scranton, Lackawanna, the Scranton Lake. I'm sorry, and we did a lot of weed pulling and just helping out, volunteering at the festivals at my church and volunteering as reading and all the lectures and everything. So. It was really cool.
Love to hear it. Love to hear young people getting involved in their community and giving back a little bit. Doing great in the classroom. You ranked 10th out of 216 with a 99.89 average, so that's awesome to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about who pushes you in the classroom.
In the classroom, it's always been my sister. Obviously, the teachers, would help out with everything. But my sister, which is, she's the first one in my family to graduate from college. And I'm very proud of her, but she always pushes me to be better than her and to, always get good grades and everything. I honestly just want to make my parents proud.
Well, I think you are already. Bright things coming your way. Keep up the good work, and a pleasure to meet you, Yasmin.
Thank you. Nice to meet you as well.
All right, thank you. Coach Cook, we have 2 more young ladies to get to, and I think it's Paola. Sorry, Torres is up next. I tried it 3 times. It was that third one. Tell us a little bit about what she has here for the West Scranton Lady Invaders.
Paola it comes with talent. She could do it all. She's a defender, knows where to go with the ball, when to go there with it. Clearly, when we look at things, we're putting her in the middle of the field, building around it. That's how I build my team because of the fact that she just has the skills. One of the best player on our team skill-wise, and just has it all. Great. We're going to have her back next year too, being a junior.
All right, let's welcome in Paola Torres. I'm just going to call you Miss Torres. I don't want to mess it up 3 more times, but welcome into the show and talk a little bit about your position being in the midfield.
So being a midfield requires a lot of conditioning, focus, and a lot of skill. I take after my brother, Jose Torres. He told me pretty much everything that I know. It comes a lot with knowing where to go with the ball, when to move with the ball, how to play with anybody who comes onto the field, and being able to hold your composure with them. So, yeah.
But swimming and track and field, a couple other things you're involved with there at West Scranton.
Yes.
Talk about what you do in swimming and the events you do in track and field.
Okay, so in swimming, I usually do the 100 and the 100 freestyle or the 50 freestyle. And then for track and field, I usually do the hurdles. Those two sports have, conditioned me. They all tie to each other to help me condition for every other sport that I do. I'm a triathlete, so which is not easy. It takes up a lot of time, a lot of commitment,
Hey, you mentioned your brother who's older, Jose, but let's talk about the little sister, Isabella.
My little sister is only 7 years old. In a way, she's very special to me. My brother is like my leader, and I have to be my little sister's leader as well. So we all take up after each other.
It's nice she has somebody to look up to, and I'm sure she wants to be just like you. History and science, a couple of subjects you're doing well in. Of course, you're doing very well overall in the classroom, ranked 21 in your class out of 216, so awesome job there.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the future path for you down the road. What kind of field are you looking in after high school?
I was looking up into psychiatry. I don't know. I've always been the type to help out other people, being able to, and then taken up in that field. It's just something that I've always wanted to do. It just ties up with, like I said again, being able to help others, being able to actually put yourself out there in a better, rank. Do you know?
Well, you're doing awesome. Keep up the great work, and a pleasure to see you today and meet you as well.
Thank you.
All right, let's get back over to Coach Cook. And Coach, one more young lady, Jordan Bennett, is with us, so tell us about Jordan.
Jordan, senior on the team, come out, again, one of the perks of having Jordan out on the team is she knows exactly where to go. Nice touch with the ball, can settle the ball, always calm under pressure. It's one of the things that we can't teach a lot of the other girls. Then you see her at practice too. She has two sisters that are on the team, and needs to show them that I'm the senior on this team. One sister's a freshman, one's a junior, so it's always highly competitive in the practice field for her.
Well, let's welcome in Jordan Bennett here on the John Mendola Show. And Jordan, senior year, so what are you excited about here? Has a couple of wins so far. How do you want to try to finish this season for West Scranton?
Hi. We're hoping for more wins this season. We have 4 games coming up this week, so we're hoping to win at least 3 of them. Yeah.
It is a busy week, Jordan. Let's talk about the forward position you play. Who are some of the girls that will try to help you put the ball in the net?
Definitely Paola Torres and Sidney Hazleton, Alejandra and Yasmin at the outside. They're great at getting it up there through a cross.
Another young lady involved with swimming and track. So talk about both of those things. What events do you compete in there?
For swim, I swim the 500 free and the 200 IM, and then track, I'll run distance and throw discus.
Very good. And let's talk about your family. You got a big, big family, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have 2 younger sisters, Jillian and Jess. They're both also on the team. And I have a younger brother, Mason. He's 11. He plays soccer at Dunmore, and we all play. We've all played since we were little.
Cool. You enjoy math, the 95 grade point average. Let's talk about the future path for you. You're thinking about maybe occupational therapy?
Yes, I want to go to Temple or Misericordia. They have great programs there, and I just want to help people learn how to do things that they used to be able to that they can't anymore. And
tell us about your mom as an inspiration.
She's always been a support system since I was little. She's pushed me in soccer, swim, track, dance, as well as anything.
All right, Jordan, great to hear your story. The best of luck, okay?
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And Coach Cook, thanks for bringing the ladies in. Great experience for them. We appreciate you coming in, and glad to see some wins for this team. And you're winning every day in the practice realm with these girls buying in and practicing long hours. And continued success, Coach.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, and I said these 6 are definitely, part of the team. There's a lot of other girls, I know they didn't get to come here today, but girls that are playing every day, the Ashlyn, Mia, Jessica, the 2 Jessica Poloskas, and Bennett, but a lot of the other players are just stepping up every step of the way.
All right, the West Scranton soccer team here on the John Mendola Show. We come back, we are going to talk Lackawanna Trail football. Let's head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Jen Rickey. Break like a good neighbor, Jen Rickey in Dunmore's here. We'll be back on WILK.